you.
Not their normal. What's not their normal? Well, just barely any of them have jerseys.
No, because they don't want to wear white, but they were told they had to have white. So I feel like this is a protest white.
Oh, cool.
Not at all.
That, you see this graphic? Yeah. I was covered in dirt trying to make this graphic.
I've seen the video of you making that. So, yes, I was shared that lovely video. We were comparing grandkid videos.
I had to fix it in post. Our green screen wasn't quite up to par as far as wrinkle free and shadow free.
We always fix it in post.
These two look like they're going to a bachelorette party instead of bench coaching
Huh.
team. And her dress just makes her look naked.
Now you're on. And you could still turn me down a little bit. It's the yellow. Yeah. Because if I need to get louder, I'll enunciate more. Don't forget to visit all our lovely vendors out there, including Raids Parades, custom fitting mouth guards, Pittsburgh Undead merchandise is there.
All right, folks. Welcome back. This is game number 4.
Game number 4.
3:00 game. I'm Discussions. I'm joined here by my good friend.
I'm Johnny Pepper.
And let's introduce you to our skaters skating today. Skating in black, we have Pittsburgh Roller Derby, the Undead. Number 05, Hurricane Heather. Number 100, Dragon Body. Number 12, Zora. Number 17, Tots. Number 172, Jackson. Number 185, Slingin' Grits. Number 213, Sadie Masochist. Number 277, Bugsy. Number 30, Ohm Wrecker. Number 5, Nemesis. Number 610, Hef. Number 66, Hebrew. Number 814, Grohl. Number 9, Pitbull Dozer. And number 96, Shaggy.
That is the Pittsburgh Undead. Skating in black, skating in white. We got the Philadelphia Hooligans. They're going to be represented by 017 Mego. Number 022 Arcana Tarot. Number 10 Scarlet. Number 1018 Misery Machine. Number 21 Hooligan Member. Number 255 Frank Shreddlehype. Number 273 Earl.
Cooler.
Ruler?
Cooler.
Cooler. Okay. Number 3, Mike Oxbig. Number 4, Nurse Ratchet. Number 40, Juke of Hearts. Number 413, Rolling Thunder. Number 679, Sissy Slammer. Number 7, Marv E. Lust. Number 703, Smash Ketchup. Number 789, Sneaky Spice. That is the Philadelphia Hooligans. They'll be skating in white today.
All right, Johnny. Well, we're heading into this game.
Let's give us some official love. You want to do some officials?
Go right ahead.
Let's talk about Miss Overwatch, Just Tom, Keep It Score, Kitty Stardust, Brat, Cheshire Stats, Captain Crunchenberry, Carter Away, and T-Bone. And the ones in wheelies?
Yeah, those are our NSOs, our striped skating officials. Head ref Giannis, joined by Alabama Slammer, Oz, Ruins, Ziggy, Lollyrot, and Disco the Box.
See, I told you we'd get all that in before the 2 minutes were up.
Boom shakalaka.
We are on time. And I think we're back on schedule. Isn't that awesome? We've been having a lot of problems with the tape sticking today. So I think we've worked that problem out. And hopefully we'll get a whole game in there with not too many distractions.
Yeah, that infamous 11th skater on the track and its associated friend, the tape.
Skaters are being called to the floor. We are fixing to be underway. I'm excited. You?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this happens. The Hooligans are fresh. They have not skated yet today, and the Undead are coming off a game about 2 hours ago. So definitely interested to see what happens. We also saw these folks fairly recently in Dover, New Hampshire, at the Battle of Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill, or Bob H, as those of us know on the end.
Track repair, please report to the jam line. Track repair, please report to the jam line.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we probably shouldn't have.
This is the opportunity.
Oh man, Pittsburgh did skate earlier today. Do you know what the score was in that game? Is there a sheet over there with it on there?
Might be. That requires memory. John.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. I want to say yeah. If I turn it in, it's what was that?
Looks like, is that right? 210 to 80.
82. Who was that against? I was here and don't even remember.
Oh, that was Carolina.
It was Carolina.
I called that game. You think I'd remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So much for that short-term memory thing sticking around. We are underway. Jam number 1. Shaggy wearing the star for Pittsburgh.
Uller.
I'm going to get it for the end of the game. I promise. Uller is out front and lead.
Uller's back in making a scoring trip, and that's good. Uller's through for 4.
Eyeing that pack, trying to come around and get 4 more. Meanwhile, Shaggy's still working to get through on the initial. That Philadelphia defense at the front of the pack ain't no joke.
Yeah, it looks like Shaggy opted to pass the star to Grohl.
Well, you know what my theory about that is. You get a star pass, 4 whistles going to follow real fast.
Yep.
And true to that theory, 6 points for Earl on that jam. Philadelphia with the early lead, 6-0 with 28 minutes left to go in this first half.
A good effort from Grohl, putting the pressure on Uller, forcing that call off. That could have become a lot worse. Coming up to the line for jam number 2, we have Zora up against Juke of Hearts. Zora finds the outside track. Juke up against the Undead blockers.
That was a wall of black and red here at the back of the pack. Juke of Hearts just finding no hole going through there.
Yeah, they were finding that a little difficult to handle, but Juke is through, and they are going to be out as lead. They're followed closely behind, though, by Zora. This has become a race to the pack, folks. Yeah, Juke elects to not go for the race, calls it off. No harm, no foul.
They exchange some pleasantries as they come out with the 4th whistle was blown.
Yeah, doctor.
A scoreless jam, but not a pointless jam because it did happen. We got Bugsy on the line for Pittsburgh going up against
I know
Frank Shredhot.
Frank Shredhot, but his jersey says F. So,
That's for Frank.
Okay.
Frank Shredhot. I put that stuff on everything.
I had always thought F was for friends who do stuff together.
Okay. We'll go with that too. I don't think you could be wrong in that. I want to say hi to everybody in the Twitch chat. Just to say hi to them. And just like that, Frank Shredhot grabbing lead jammer status about 30 seconds into the jam. Frank with 4 points in the pocket. Bugsy hit an invisible blocker, but then run into a real blocker and was held up just a bit.
Those ghost blockers will get you.
Yes. And that jam's going to be called, but not before Frank's going to pick up 8 points on it. Philadelphia off to an early lead, 14-0 with 26 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this first half. Ohmwrecker's going to wear the star for Pittsburgh. Going up against Hooligan member for Philadelphia. Philadelphia with them custom white jerseys today.
Yep. That's fine artwork there done.
Absolutely.
The entire league. I have to say, Hooligan member too out there. That is a unique name for the Philadelphia Hooligans. Certainly say he's living up to every bit of that name. Oh, and both jammers exit the pack at the same time. We've got some jammer on jammer love as Hooligan member passes Ohmwrecker. Ohmwrecker says, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
Decides to call it off. Jam number 4 ends scoreless.
And we're going to have an official timeout due to tape.
Oh, more tape fun?
Yeah, we got some more tape fun happening. They ain't made an official thing yet, but it's happening. Trust me. When,
it's that
when
jam
you
line.
can see him picking up the jam line,
I missed the jam line.
it's going to
I got
get
that early.
fixed.
Well, the just so happens that the hosts of our tournament are also wearing skates right now, so our track crew is likely down a few members right now.
Well, I tell you what, them people that are putting the tape down are really getting a workout today.
Yeah.
Usually it's stand around and watch Derby and maybe pull a piece off here and there. No, they're going through rolls of that stuff today.
Yeah, we need to monitor our tape stock levels.
We're still looking for a tape engineer out there. If you're a tape engineer, you need to get in the Twitch chat and let us know if there's anything we can do. I mean, we're spraying alcohol. We're doing everything we can to make this tape stick, and it just won't.
Lots of love for the Hooligans in the chat. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from out there in the
so
Derby world.
let's see who's the furthest away. I know my wife's watching. Hi, Cindy. Love you.
That's Texas then, right?
Yes.
All right, so you got to beat Texas.
That's not that hard to beat. We're not that far away.
Oh, good. One person said in the house. Perfect. Yeah.
In the house.
That might be the award for the closest.
Yes.
Got Indiana.
I'm watching from the announcer table.
Bucksmont Roller Derby representing in the chat.
Bucksmont.
Special Ed is wanting to know if number 4 on the Hooligans is wearing a bath towel as a jersey.
Could be. Oh, I was just talking about those custom white jerseys that Philadelphia's wearing today.
Got Delaware checking in. All right, we got Uller back up. Shaggy for the Undead.
Uller against that wall of black in the back of the pack. Anchored by Sadie Masochist.
A lot of strong defense there out in turn 1. No jammer has emerged as lead quite yet.
Pittsburgh playing defense in the front of the pack.
Ooh.
Philadelphia taken over at the back of the pack.
That's cooler out there.
And as soon as I said that, everybody falls back. Now it's just one big amoeba there in turn 1.5. Ullr's going to take those points and call it.
It's like, what point?
1. It could be 1 points because I said so. Bringing their total up to 15 with 24 minutes left to go in this first half. We got Zora wearing the star for Pittsburgh.
This time it's the pivot line, though.
Looks like Juka Hart's wearing the star for Philadelphia. And what? Oh, yeah. The pivot line's not sticking again. Yeah. We're working on it. We promise. 5 jams in the book. Jam 6 coming up. Just like I said, Zora wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Juka Hart's jammer a record for Philadelphia Hooligans. Jam number 6 underway. Zora tries the inside line. Nothing there but a derby kiss to the inside. Zora goes around the outside, finds a hole there, and gets up front and lead. Meanwhile, Juka Hart's does clear on the initial. They're eyeing the pack, trying to get some points. And that jam's going to be called. Want me to put that somewhere safe? That's for the next game?
4 points go up on the board for the Undead. That's their first score of the game. Still a very close game. Philadelphia leads Pittsburgh 15-4.
Yeah, we're only 7 minutes in.
This is the Pennsylvania battle.
It is.
Just lobbing points across from the state east to west, west to east. Nothing but the Appalachians in the middle.
The Penn State Hour.
You got to be careful around these parts. People are very specific about their Penn State items. Frank Shredhigh coming out as lead for the Hooligans. Bugsy still trying to clear his initial.
I've always liked my trips to Pennsylvania. I've had a few in my derby career.
Pennsylvania's a good place. I'm a transplant, but I do love it here.
Very friendly place.
Certainly better than where I hail from, which is the state of Florida. Very, very happy to get out of the heat.
I got you. Well, I'm not going to say nothing bad about Texas. Just not going to do it.
Not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be prudent. We got the stream team cracking up. That's our job's done. Thanks to the Undead stream team, the best stream team in the whole wide world, bringing it free to the Twitch people. Don't fall for the scams out there. You don't have to pay for this. It is totally, totally free.
Yeah, be sure to. Hopefully, if you're listening to us, you've already found the correct link, but don't click the wrong ones. It's only the ones posted by Pittsburgh Roller Derby.
Yeah, there are people out there playing around. Ohm Wrecker and Hooligan member both out chasing the pack. Ohm Wrecker hits the back of the pack first, does a spin around, takes a derby kiss to the outside, and calls it all at the same time.
Yeah, that was a triple pirouette. Might have been a triple Lindy there as he exited the track. He was able to call it off.
Calls it off from his butt. 19-4 with 20 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half.
Shaggy and Uller back on the track for jam number 9. Wooler sees an inside line, takes it. Wooler's going to grab lead. Shaggy's still trying to get through on his initial. Wooler setting up for points. Wooler tries the outside line, but finds an undead tripod. Shaggy, meanwhile, has made it out and is going to contest. Wooler's going to call and prevent those points, though.
I think that's like 3 jams in a row where we haven't had any scores.
Low scoring derby,
and-
high amounts of defense out here.
A lot of defense.
I think this is some of the most exciting derby, though, when you have these high defensive games, low scoring, because at any moment, the entire tide could shift. Right now, we're just talking about a 15-point lead. That's nothing.
Yeah, that can happen in any one jam.
Interesting, too, the lineups have stayed somewhat consistent. We've got Zora and Juke back on the track.
That was Lemon doing that drawback for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Zora's getting recycled as well,
Bet.
both of them. But Zora's going to see the line and grab lead for the Undead. Oh, Juke, I'm sure they don't like getting drawn back a second time. They're all the way to the back of the pack. But it gave them a run at it. And Juke found the outside line, and they have cleared their initial. Did Zora pick up any points, though? It looks like she did.
2.
Is that 2 or 3?
I see 2. Could be the
There's
thumb.
a thumb in there. Is it the German 3? Not sure.
Yeah, I'll have 3 beers. That was just 2 points. 19-6 with 17:57 left to go in this first half. Ranked Shred Hot. Jammer record for Philadelphia. Bugsy wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Frank tried to go on the inside. There was nothing there. Recycled back. Pushes that wall of black shirts all the way to the pivot line. Meanwhile, Bugsy does break out and grabs lead jammer status. Fred Shred Hot in pursuit right behind.
Pack's picking up speed.
I felt the wind when they passed us.
Oh, nice work there from Bugsy being able to hit the pack and call it. I think that prevented any points from Philadelphia. Let's see, we're looking for the hands from the jam refs.
So we're 11 jams into this game, and I bet we've had 6 or 7 jams that were totally pointless.
Well, I don't know, pointless. Without points.
Without points.
2 points.
I didn't say they didn't matter. I just said they were pointless.
Bugsy put up 2 points there without presenting any damage, taking us within 11 points. That's just 3 scoring trips, folks. Could change the tide of this game.
Absolutely. Home record wearing the star for Pittsburgh in this jam. Hooligan member, the jammer record for Philadelphia Hooligans.
Especially
It's
considering
that double hooligan thing that tripped me up a little bit.
Theoretically, you could say every time that hooligan member is the jammer record.
Yes.
This time, it's a record. It's going to pick up lead. Hoolie Mem, as I'll start calling him, still on his initial.
Oh me, my oh me.
Oh, Hoolie Mem headed to the penalty box. Home Wrecker is on a power jam for the Undead.
Power jam, power jam, power jam. Much to the delight of everybody in the Twitch chat.
Today's power jam brought to you by Tape Adhesive.
Which isn't working very well today.
That's why they
I might add.
need the shout outs.
They do need the love. Record's going to go ahead and call it off, but not before picking up 4 points. 6 points. Only 5 points separating these two teams.
Yeah, more importantly, though, Omi having the awareness to call that off with the jammer still in the box. That's going to give Shaggy a power start here going into jam number 13.
And we got official timeout on the floor. Brought to you by Drake, man. Track maintenance.
They're going to put a new button in the scoreboard that says tape timeout.
Yes.
It's a TT. It's a TT.
It's a TT.
I guess that's team timeout.
TTO. Instead of team timeout, it's a
Cracker
tape.
TRT.
timeout. Shaggy's ready. We're ready.
Johnny, you down with the track tape team?
Yes,
You know me.
I do. And they're working hard. They should get paid overtime.
I'm sure they're going to get paid time and a half for all of that.
I'm here for it.
Time and a half of zero is still zero, Dylan.
Have you tried those orange lifesavers yet?
This is an orange lifesaver.
Yeah, wait till you put it in your mouth. It tastes like a dreamsicle. It is so amazing.
I was excited to do it until you said that. Now I feel
Just tell me that doesn't taste wonderful. I like them so much. If you don't like it, you can spit it in my hand and I'll eat it. All right, skaters are being called to the floor. Referees are doing rock, paper, scissors, so who gets to start first? And I'm down for that.
looks like they swapped Shaggy out with Zora.
Zora is in the power start situation for the Pittsburgh Undead. Hooligan member released from the Pepper penalty box. Joins the action on the track. Zora pushing on that wall of white in the front. And that pack did get spread out a little bit, but not enough to be out of play. So that defense is locked down.
Yeah, lead's still open, though. Zora's got to push through.
Yeah, Zora was looking for some help. And it almost come through there. Pit Bulldozer tried to give a little hand, but had to go back to form a bridge. Zora does, though, get out front and grab lead jammer status.
Star pass to Mike Oxbeg. Oh!
Oh, Mike Oxbig hadn't finished playing that defense yet. The star was not on, so it was still defense-minded. I dig it. That was a big hit on Zora. Coming around two score and was denied.
Yeah, Zora going with a big move there. That was a big jump over some defenders, and Mike was not going to have it.
No. Zora does get through for those 4 points, though, eventually.
Mike O seems to be more apt to play some defense as he's getting recycled. He still hasn't cleared his initial, and Zora has lead. Yeah, it's almost as if Mike O has forgotten he put the star on his helmet.
Yeah, I'd probably go to the bench not knowing that this is still on the
What's this?
What's this?
That jam ends an 11 jam
look.
there for the Undead. I think that's the highest scoring jam this game, but that's going to give us a lead change.
That is a lead change if you're playing at home. Hydrate.
Yep, drink them if you got them, folks. Undead lead the Hooligans 25-19.
And if you don't have something to hydrate with, go get it. Hydration's important. We don't want you passing out.
Jam number 14 starts with Shaggy and Hooler on the jammer line. Shaggy's the one who's going to find their way through the pack. What a great show of skating there from Shaggy, just dodging and moving the Hooligan defense.
We've seen some good skating today so far.
Absolutely.
There's some amazing skaters here this weekend.
Oh, interesting. The
Philadelphia.
cover has come off of Shaggy's head, I believe.
I think you're right. I think that is a towel made into a shirt. I got a real good look at it just now.
Jam ref is still indicating Shaggy's lead jammer. It's interesting considering the helmet cover was removed.
Sneaky Spice taking over jammer duties for Philadelphia.
Oh, and Shaggy picking up a track cut.
Man, this jam's gonna go the full 2 minutes.
Well, if removing the helmet cover is not going to lose your lead stats, going to the box is. Star Pass, in the meanwhile, Sneaky Spice has lived up to her name. It's going to sneak on right through and is going to make use of this power jam. Oh! Dragonmouth and Jackson just made a Sneaky Spice sandwich in the middle of the track, and I believe they're probably going to get set for a multiplayer, I have to guess. Jackson's sitting. Oh, man, that was rough.
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
That was definitely a multiplayer.
Illegal contact, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever
That's a multiplayer.
equates to sandwich. Sneaky Spice, though, I have seen Sneaky Spice do this many a time, taking advantage of the power jam. Up to 16 points. This is their 5th scoring trip.
Ooh, big hit there, Sadie Masochist.
Jam runs the time. Looks like Sneaky Spice put up another 3 points. Hooligans put up 2. 19.
Timeout, Pittsburgh Undead.
For the Hooligans, and another lead change, Johnny.
It is another lead change as Pittsburgh calls a timeout to discuss a few things.
Like, hey, probably a bad idea to make jammer sandwiches out on the track.
This timeout is brought to you by Garden Go. Custom math guards here on site. They're regularly $79, but here at this weekend, you can get it for $59. Now, this isn't just a regular mouth guard. This is a custom orthodontic mouthpiece to protect your most valuable asset, your teethers.
Got to protect them teethers.
You got to protect your teethers. Nobody else is going to protect them for you.
I do believe as well that the MVP of the tournament's going to walk away with a free mouth.
Free mouth guard.
Courtesy of
We're going to have to tell them to go get their impression done, because these aren't just regular mouth guards. These are custom-made mouth guards made by trained dental professionals, is what I'm told.
They're dental professionals on a train?
Yes.
Perfect.
What'd you think of that orange lifesaver?
It was very reminiscent of a Tic Tac.
Okay.
Tic Tac is how
I got you. I've heard that they taste like dreamsicles.
So if you like orange Tic Tacs, I would suggest that you like those quite a bit.
I like the orange lifesavers. Thank you for making them.
You're welcome.
I think I was at Cactus Cup, and the referees had a bowl of what I thought was lifesavers, and I grabbed one, and I was like, ooh, this tastes weird.
That is, if you're expecting a mint lifesaver and you get an orange, you are in for a
So I went back and got a handful, and then I inquired, and they were like, yeah, it's orange lifesavers. And I was like, I have to go look. And sure enough, I went to my store at home and found them.
We have transitioned from a team timeout to an official timeout. Our officials in the center gathered with Zero, our games tournament oversight official.
Man, that was a bunch of words strung together there in a minute.
Official timeout was to discuss points. Next jam will start.
Yeah, we're always discussing points.
Yeah, so for the point of the official timeout was to point out the points. We're going to head into jam number 15 with Bugsy and Juka Hearts.
Speaking of points, it's 38-31. Philadelphia at front in the moment.
Ooh, sounds like Juka Hearts is going to get sent to the box. They're going to be there for 30 seconds while Bugsy has time to change the lead again, quite possibly. 3 for 4 on the first scoring pass.
That's exactly what's going through Bugsy's mind.
I
We're going to make everybody at home hydrate. Multiple times. 4 more points. That's going to bring the total up to 8 in the jam so far. But around the outside is going to add 4 more, and that's going to be an even dozen.
Yeah, Bugsy was doing a bit of a juke around the Philly blockers there.
Speaking of juke, sprung from the penalty box and back into the fray.
Yeah, and they have now completed their initial. So Juke is now point eligible. The entire bench waving at Bugsy. He must think they are really big fans of Angels in the outfield, though, because he didn't seem to respond. Oh, Bugsy, rightly so. Looks like Bugsy is not with you. So we're going the full 2 minutes.
I know it was flashing red on our screen, but it wasn't on that one. So Bugsy knows. That's that track awareness that we talk about them, all them skaters having.
Honestly, yeah, they knew better than us, the scoreboard and the entire bench. So I would say they're doing a good job out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Run the time another 2 points up, it looks like, for the Undead, taking 3 points for taking them to 19.
Ooh.
To Philadelphia's 8, and a lead change. Johnny
Another lead change. Everybody hydrate. It's a good thing there's just water in this bottle.
I expected Dr. Pepper out of you, Johnny Pepper.
Well, I would be drinking some Dr. Pepper, but I can't find none in this whole state.
I think you ought to go look in the bucket over there at Craft Services, my friend.
Yeah, and they got that stuff with the high fructose corn syrup in there. That's not real Dr. Pepper.
I see. I'm sorry to offend you.
And it's cool. I don't expect to have real Dr. Peppers everywhere I go. Usually I take them with me. Southwest has a deal with they won't let me bring Dr. Peppers on the plane. So
Southwest, based out of the great state of Texas, am I right?
yes, you are correct.
So does Southwest serve real Dr. Pepper on?
They do not.
Oh,
They serve fake Dr. Pepper.
what do they?
You can go to Canada and get real Dr. Pepper though.
What about Whataburger? Whataburger.
Whataburger serves fake Dr. Pepper too. Even then, the Dr. Pepper shakes that they promote so well.
Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's does have real Dr. Peppers.
All right. Trying to think of other Texan things.
The last couple of times that I've been to Buc-ee's has been out of them. They need to tighten up on that. So if you're in charge of ordering drinks at Buc-ee's, that Dr. Pepper made with real sugar, that's the real stuff. High fructose corn syrup, that's poison. Don't drink it.
Speaking of ease, you can skate with ease here at Dawn of the Derby because we are joined by Rage Parade Skate Shop,
Rage Parade.
selling you Derby merch and materials, but also performing skate maintenance all weekend right here
Thank you so much.
at Dawn of the Derby. We are finally back at the action. Jam number 16. We've got Omrecker and Frank Shredhot. Just 4 points separate these two teams.
Frank Shred Hot pushing on that wall of black in the front of the pack. Does get through and grabs lead jammer status.
Frank coming around for a scoring trip. Great little apex lunge there through the inside and calls it before Omi can make it back. And I believe that is a tie game.
Oh, my. I love tie games.
I like Thai food.
I like Thai food, too. Sometimes the spicier, the better.
Oh, yeah.
Inky was telling us about this Thai place that they ate at the other day that was really good. We might have to hit her up on that and find out where it was. Shaggy wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Uller wearing the star for Philadelphia. Uller pushing away at that wall of black jerseys. All the way to the front. That pack's going to get spread out, and they're going to have to let go. Uller's going to grab lead jammer status. Meanwhile, Shaggy's still trapped in the back. Looking to get past that wall of white jerseys in the back of the pack.
Oh.
That's Lamont. Super pivot turn jammer. And, that just proved my theory, right? Star pass, 4 whistles.
Yep. But 4 points up for the Hooligans, and
Which-
technically a lead.
That's a
change.
lead change. It's not technically, it's a lead change. If you were tied and you got more points, that's a lead change. We got an official timeout.
The folks at home are not going to be able to see their TV screen by the end of this half. More tape repair on the track. This time it is a 10-foot marker.
It is a 10-foot marker. We had 28 play stoppages in that first game this morning
Yeah, I really think that
for tape repair.
they've certainly gotten it down to a science, but the textured floor here in the arena has proven quite difficult.
I was told this was recently painted.
Yeah,
I mean,
this was a bit of a surprise, I think, for our hosts to walk in and find what we have here. But they're trying to take it with stride and doing everything they can to keep tape down on the track.
Absolutely. Can't say enough about the track maintenance crew. Takes all kinds. Usually we just give them a little bit of love. Now we're giving them a whole lot of love because they are working. They should be paid double.
Gannon, if you're looking for advice on investments this weekend, I'd recommend a shirt tape. Particular hot spot in just outside of Pittsburgh, where I think a lot of shirt tape sales are going to occur over the weekend. Rolling whistle, though, does signal the restart of Derby. Track team scrambling to get off the track for the whistle blast.
Just barely made it. But that's cool. We are underway. Zora's wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Juka Hearts, jammer record for Philadelphia.
And Juke picking up no pass, no penalty. So Juke is out of their initial, but is not going to be lead. That allowed Zora to come through, grab lead, and that means Zora is able to call it off before Juke was able to make it back and score their points.
Juka Hearts, the jammer in the lead, but not the lead jammer. So Zora decides to call it off. Yes. Okay, I got you now.
That is never a happy feeling.
No.
Clear the pack, look over, see the old swish-wash arms from the referee. That's a technical term, swish-wash arms.
I'm down for it.
Yep. You knew what I meant.
This official timeout brought to you by 3M. I haven't talked about the good people at the Undead stream team lately.
Well, I can't figure out what they're doing, but it does look like they're piloting drones to the right of us.
And that's an awesome thing. But if you need somebody to stream your event and you don't have anybody, the Undead stream team, call them up. They'll do it. They're awesome at their job. The best stream team in the whole wide world. That's the Undead stream team. Bugsy wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Frank's Red Hot wearing the star for Philadelphia. Bugsy's out front and lead. Frank's Red Hot with 1 to beat does and is now eligible to score as Bugsy does an apex hop. Doesn't quite land the landing and some whistles happen and that jam's going to be called. Another 0-0 jam.
Yeah, Hooligans just holding on to that 4-point lead, but with a full half still left in the game, there is no telling what's going on.
This could be a close game.
I think it is a close game right now.
This could wind up being one of those real close games, and I love those.
So I think we're in for a nail biter.
I want to see a bonus jam. That's what I want.
Bonus jam. Then we have to remember the rules of a bonus jam so we can.
Yes. We'll make it up as we go along. It's overtime.
I do love that when you hit an overtime opportunity and then you look around and everybody goes, "How did it work again?"
Yeah, we're
Official review, Philadelphia Hooligans.
Zero's going to let us know what this official review is about. I could guess, but I'd be wrong.
I mean, I'd guess it's about points.
I'm sure it's about points. It's about points or penalties. You don't call an official review to ask if it's raining outside.
Yeah, and
I've seen him call for weird things before, but which is a real good thing because this official review has a whole bunch of people out there just putting tape down, tape down, which is a good thing.
Philadelphia Hooligans are seeking a illegal contact for leaping contact. The play is under review.
I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about those pink cowboy boots.
talk about it.
They're just fabulous.
Both the bench coaches showing up in the pink cowfolk get up. If I had known, I would have brought my pink cowboy boots to match.
You got some pink cowboy boots?
I could.
Okay.
After review, the no call will stand. Philadelphia Hooligans do not retain the review.
No call stands.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes left in the half. This is a good time as any to try for something. No real risk here with just a few minutes left in.
Unless something happens as you really want to review and then you can't.
That would be quite the circumstance. Well, with this close a game, you never know.
You never know.
Omrecker and Uller are starting Jam 20 for us. We have cleared the penalty box. All 10 skaters on the track.
That means 80 wheels are inside the 2 tape lines. That's awesome. Omrecker jumps out front. Uller right behind. We got a jammer race to the pack.
Oh, and I like this. The pack picking up speed to try to prevent some damage. Yeah, they forced the call off there. Philadelphia managed to get in front of the Undead and trigger the call. That's exactly what needed to happen.
Still a 4-point lead for Philly.
Yeah, few scoreless jams here in a row.
2:40 left to go in this first frame.
I see a Shaggy. I see a Juke. 96-40 at the line. Wicks picks in the house. That's Shaggy out there. I blinked and I missed it. Shaggy is lead jammer for the Undead.
You didn't miss it. It's there.
Juke hurrying up on their feet. Oh, Juke takes a big apex jump to try to clear.
Ouch.
Does land.
Next to the blue. Next to the blue. Out of respect for Jim Spader. Down. Volume down.
They're the ones that asked.
I think
Yeah.
I muted this. I think it was just too loud while they're. And a round of applause from the crowd as Duke of Hearts skates back to the bench under their own power. And a big thank you to our medics and EMTs joining us here today.
Absolutely. Usually we just like them to watch Derby, but they're getting a workout today too.
right, so we're going to start jam number 22, it would appear,
I believe you're correct.
with Zora and Frank Shredhop, or F.
F. Frank shredding that pack, but called for a track cut. That's going to be a power jam for Zora.
Lead still open. All Zora's got to do is get her hips past all the blockers, and she can be in control.
That custom towel shirt.
Jalapenos in the chat, giving love to Ollie. Frank Shredhot is back on the track out of the box, is not lead eligible, but still needs to complete his initial, which he does. Oh, and Zora picks up a track cut penalty, so this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes.
Which is only 37 more seconds.
Frank, though, is going to take advantage of that. He completes his first scoring trip for 4 points.
In what could be the last jam of the half.
What could be. Frank trying to call the jam had forgotten that he is not lead jammer.
It'd have to be a super quick timeout.
Yep. I do see both bench coaches at the line, intently watching the clock. I don't see a time up signal coming from the bench, though. So that does take us to the half. 8 points there scored by Frank Shredhot for the Hooligans, taking them to 75. They lead the Pittsburgh Undead 54.
We're going to take a quick 5-minute break and we'll be right back. I am Johnny Pepper.
I'm Discussions.
We'll see you soon. The second half's going to be promises to be a awesome contest.
Yeah, it's an 11-point lead, and that is a huge lead for the game we've seen in the first half. I'm sure we are in for plenty of lead changes, so I hope you have your drinks ready, folks.
We've had at least 6 lane changes that I know of.
Well, I think because of all the lead changes, a lot of people have lost count.
I hope you're not doing double shots every time there's a lead change.
So Zora out on the track for the Undead. Frank Shredhot has started the half in the penalty box. So Zora got a power start, but picks up a no pass, no penalty there. Does not have a lead.
That's probably what they were discussing at halftime.
Likely, yes. Yeah, I would assume so. Zora through again. 4 points up on the board. Lead still open. That is the strange thing with getting a no pass, no penalty. Frank Shredhot can come out of the box and still grab a lead for the Hooligans. Frank Shredhot in the pack. Clearing the pack now will give him lead status. And that's what happens. Lead goes to Frank Shredhot and the Hooligans.
Out of the box into the league. And go ahead and calls it.
4 points there. Oh, no, sorry. 7
7.
up for the Undead, making this a 4-point game, folks.
Less than a minute into the second half.
Told you it was going to be close.
Man, I can't wait till the end of this game. I hope it's tight.
Shaggy and Uller on the line. Oh, I see the Trouble tripod lining up for the Undead. That's Tot, Jackson, and Dragon Body.
I see what you did there.
You like that?
I do. I love to give all the blockers love.
We have seen some awesome blocking from those three. From Undead in general,
We've seen some great defense all day.
That tripod's a force. Pinky earlier actually called them the tall tripod.
The tall tripod.
Uller's still trying to make their way past.
There is some height there.
Yep. No jammer has come out as lead so far. Empty penalty box, just a lot of defense and pushing on the track.
They're over there in turn 2, doing their best amoeba impersonation.
Oh, no. I heard a whistle. Oh, I thought that was Uller, but no, it's Tot headed to the box. Tall tripod's a member down, and that lets Uller through on the inside. Picks up lead for the Hooligans.
That's exactly what Uller needed. Just a little bit of space.
Can't beat him, draw a foul out.
Yes.
Oh, big hit there from Jackson, but Uller almost finds the inside line, but Dragon Body knocks him out. All that distraction allowed Shaggy to clear the pack.
And that jam's going to be called.
4 points there. Go up for... I thought that was a 4.
I think it was 3.
Okay. I thought I saw a wiggly 4. I'm having trouble seeing fingers today.
I got a little something on my glasses too.
Now, for me, it's the fingers blending into the net in the background. I'm having a hard time.
I got you.
I'll just...
Oh, you were right. Nice.
69, dudes. Bugsy and Hooligan member out on the track.
69 to 61, 26 minutes left to go. In this contest,
Bugsy.
the Hooligan member, named Hooligan member, is front lead.
Yeah, Bugsy has cleared his initial. The whole Hooligan bench screaming for a call off. It does look like Hooligan member was able to get it off in time. while also putting 2 more points up on the board. Held off any points for Bugsy, taking them to a 10-point lead.
A 10-point lead. Homewrecker's going to wear the star for Pittsburgh. Juka Hart's going to be the jammer record for the Hooligans from Philadelphia.
Oh, looks like the jam line needs some love from the track team, though.
This official timeout brought to you by Tape Maintenance Crew.
Tot hit the box last jam for a back block. That was Tot's 5th penalty, and that's unfortunate for
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
my.
They're going to be more hesitant to put her back on the track, but she has been doing a lot of defense for the Undead there. So that is a huge blow for Pittsburgh Undead.
Todd's Derby famous.
Tots.
She's been on podcasts and stuff.
Yeah. She's going to join us, announce it tomorrow. Join us back here on the
Isn't that cool?
tomorrow if you would like to hear Tot call some Derby.
You get, and who wouldn't want to hear Todd call Derby?
We also found out in the announcer chat that spelling Tot's name, capital T, lowercase o, capital T, makes the crying sign. If you're
Yes, it does. The crying emoji.
It's the crying emoji if you're not too careful.
That's what happens to that damn spell check.
Haven't observed with my own eyes, but apparently there are some under 18s sat right at the very front. So just have a quick announcement. It's that under 18s toss out.
Absolutely. If you're sitting next to that blue line and you're not 18, you're wrong. So don't be wrong.
Make that a little more clear. To sit on the floor within 5 feet of the track, we are required to ask that only if you are over 18 are you allowed to sit on the floor next to the track. If you are not over 18, you need to step back to where the chairs are or further back, please.
Please. And like I said, don't be wrong. Let's just all be right. Juka Hart's wearing that star for the Hooligans. Home record. Jammer record for the Undead. Home record jumps out front. Grabs lead jammer status going into turn 1.
Oh, me, oh, me, oh.
Juka Hart's working on that initial.
Yeah, they just got recycled there again by Grohl. Omi through for 4. 4 points go up for the Undead. Juke is out, and they are ready to score some points. Omi hits the pack on a scoring trip, calls it after picking up. Where's the hand? Where's the hand? Looking for the hand. No points that pass, it would appear. So 4-point jam there for Ohmwrecker and the Undead, taking them up to 65. Philadelphia still leads them 71. 6-point game, Johnny Pepper.
That was quick math.
When it's under 10 points, I'm usually pretty good. It gets more than that, and I got to break out the abacus.
Abacuses are cool. Frank Shredhot, jammer record for the Hooligans. Zora wearing the star for the Undead. Zora out front and lead. That was called off unusually quick.
No fingers? Looked like 2 fingers there. The jam ref conferring with the scoreboard.
I do see that Pro Design wrist guard, which reminds me to say hi to Wild Bill watching in heaven.
I'm sure you can pick one of those up at Rage Parade Skate Shop. Joining us right here at the dawn of the Derby.
Trackside skate maintenance. Rage Parade. Thank you so much for what you do. Also by our good friends over at Garden Go, mouth guards that are custom made. They're fitting all weekend here at Dawn of the Derby tournament. and you get a special price. It's usually 79, but during Dawn of the Derby, it's only 59.
So I would say
That's
if
a
you're-
custom mouth guard.
If you're in the state of Ohio, state of Virginia, state of Pennsylvania, heck, state of Maryland, New York, you're within driving distance easily of Dawn of the Derby, and I would suggest that
Get on down here.
That's worth it to get that discount.
Absolutely.
Garden Go mouth guard.
Uh-oh, we went dead here.
Interesting. 2 points remain up in the air for that jam, but a score correction has been made. We're now 71 to 68, and 3 points separate these teams. Jam starts with Uller, and I believe that's Bugsy out on the track.
I bet you're right.
Uller, though, picks up lead for the Hooligans. Bugsy's out as well. Uller through for 4 and calls. Going to be a 4-point jam for Jam ref's conferring. We'll wait and see. Yeah, 4 points go up for the Hooligans there. 4-0 jam.
I don't know what to do here. Jam number 7 is underway, though. Hooligan member wearing the star for the Hooligans. Home record, the Jammer record for the Undead. Omi out front and lead. We got a star pass. No, that was a stash. And that shit's going to be called. I guess we lost the network over here.
Yeah,
That's what it's telling
if
me.
there's a moose in the house, the announcer scoreboard has a dinosaur that's yelling at us. It says no internet.
I know. Moose will come run in here in a little bit. We don't need the scoreboard. It's only 4 points separating these two teams.
Hard to keep count. Got to use them brain cells. Juke out on the track, doing a little bit of defense with Shaggy chasing them. Juke through, and they're going to have lead. Shaggy still trying to make the initial. Oh, Juke, big hits as they enter the pack. Shaggy with a bit of a star stash, able to clear through. Looks like a 2-point jam there for Giga Hearts. 3 points, 3 points. German 3, taking them up to 78.
I did that just like you told me, but that dinosaur came up and told me no.
Zora and Frank Shredhot back out on the track. Jam number 9. This time it's Zora through the pack for grabbing lead for the Undead.
That's exactly what the Undead needed.
Zora calling it before Frank can make it back. It's like 3 points going up for the Undead. Back to a 4-point game, Johnny Pepper. 4 points.
This is awesome. I love close derby. Uller once again wearing the star for Philadelphia. Going up against Bugsy. Bugsy goes around the outside, around everybody. Grabs lead jammer status. Meanwhile, Uller takes a derby kiss to the outside, forced to recycle, runs into the wall of black jerseys in the back.
Thank you, Moose, for everything that you do.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're back.
Bugsy headed to the box.
Not what Pittsburgh needed.
No. The entire hooligan line lining up for some offense for Uller. Uller's on his first scoring trip. Uller through the outside. That's good for all 4 points. 4 points go up for the Hooligans. Getting some offense there from, I believe that's Sneaky Spice.
Sneaky Spice.
Bugsy back on the track. This is still Bugsy's first scoring trip. Sneaky Spice.
Sneaky's out there just wrecking shop.
You should not judge a book by its cover, and that is the story of Sneaky Spice.
Laying the smack it down.
Sneaky will do some damage out on that track, both as a jammer and as a pivot or a blocker.
Might want to be aware of whether that skater is. For sure.
Bugsy only picking up 2 points that last pass. Must have been a no pass, no points, no pass, no penalty situation.
That jam comes to a natural conclusion due to time. Seven points awarded to Philadelphia on that jam. 2 points to Pittsburgh. 85-76 with 17:33 left to go in this contest.
Yeah, lots of talking in the middle. I'm not sure if that's going to be the final score following this jam, Johnny.
I bet you zeros tell us. Oh, no.
Yeah, both jam reps approaching the scoring table, looking to confirm that what they scored actually is documented correctly. 0. Out with the officials and the captains.
Yeah, because you want that record correct. All right, skaters are being called back to the floor.
No. Official timeout was to overturn the call on the jammer so that a full jam could happen in the next jam.
All right, so it looks like a jammer was sent to the box. At the end of that call was overturned. We have 10 skaters on the track, as you said, 80 wheels out there spinning.
80 wheels. 80 wheels are spinning.
5 geese flapping. Is that for the song?
Sure. No pass, no penalty. Called on Omi.
Yeah,
Hooligan member can still grab lead jammer status.
Yeah.
Oh.
Omi's mad. Omi doing a natural thing to try to avoid some hands on the grounds, but it caused him getting knocked out. Now, because Omi did not get lead on no pass, no penalty situation, and Omi cleared the pack, picked up lead status, and was able to call it, making that I believe that's a. These fingers are hard.
3-point jam.
3-point jam?
It's a 3-point jam.
Kurt score. Philadelphia Hooligans 85. Pittsburgh Undead 79. 6 points, Johnny.
16-16 left to go in this contest. We are underway. Jam number 12. Shaggy wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Juka Hearts, a jammer record for Philadelphia. Juka Hearts up on the toe stop trying to get through.
Somehow Nurse Ratchet has been able to keep his jersey, his towel jersey on this whole time. I'm impressed with his incredible sew-manship. It's a good stitch.
It's a couple of skate laces, is what it is.
They're stitched well.
Yes.
Shaggy picking up lead for the Undead, but Juke is right behind him.
I heard some crackles.
Did you hear snap or pop though?
I did hear crackles. I did not hear snap or pop. But that's a running joke at my house, so it's a great cereal, kids. Don't discount it. They've been making it a long time.
I prefer it in its treat form. 0-0 jam there. Omi calling it off as it was a race back to the pack. I'm going to start jam number 13 with Frank Shred Hot and Zora. Undead looking for 6 points to change the tide of this game.
Yes, they are.
Zora getting recycled. Frank Shred Hot bridging the Undead forward. Oh, but picks up a back block. Frank Shred Hot headed to the box. Zora grabs lead and is on a power jam.
A power jam. Much to the delight of the Twitch crowd.
Mike O does not want to allow Zora to pass. Getting some great offense there from the Undead. Zora's trying to play to the outside.
I tell you, Mike Ox has been playing some big defense out there this game.
Yeah, Zora's stuck behind the tripod of Maiko, smash catching.
And a player to be named later.
Rolling Thunder, I believe.
Yes. I covered for you. Which is always good to do. Announcer School 101. If your co-announcer is reaching for something, just say something out there in left field.
Well,
just to fill up the time to give them just a couple of seconds to look that number up.
Frank Shredhot did exit the box, cleared his initial. Zora called it, though, before he made it back. Zora able to pick up all 4 points there, taking them to 80.
Wow. Wow.
2-point game, folks.
That is just 2 points. 13 left to go. Bugsy, jammer record for the Undead. Hooler, we're in the star once again for the Hooligans.
I'm lucky if I can make 2 cohesive points during one game myself, so if they're able to do it, I'll be happy for them.
I heard you make 2 points in that last sentence. Bugsy grabbing that lead jammer status.
Uh-oh, here comes Sneaky Spice.
Sneaky Spice taking a break from that defense to wear that star for the 5 seconds before the whistles happen.
Yeah. Called off after 4 points, though. That takes the Pittsburgh Undead to 87. What's that mean, John?
That's a lead change, everybody. Hydrate.
87-85, 12 minutes remaining in the second half. Being joined by Ohm Wrecker and a Hooligan member.
The Hooligan member that is named Hooligan member?
Yes, in fact, that specific Hooligan member, Hooligan member.
Well, that's the member of the Hooligans that is named Hooligan member.
Yep. I remember.
We could go all day with that.
Ohm Wrecker sees a line on the outside.
Yeah, Omi says that's enough of that member stuff.
Takes a block from Mike O, and asks for it out of play. Didn't get it, though.
Mike Oxbig, just super defense out there all game long.
Yeah, I don't want to be on a pair of skates in front of Mike O, because that will...
I'm going to put a star by that name, you know what I mean?
Yep. Omi, 3 for 4, setting up for his second scoring trip.
Pittsburgh looking to fill their bucket first. Four whistles rain down and bring that jam to a close. Any more points there? Looks that was from the last pass, maybe.
Yeah, I believe that's
Yeah.
correct. We're all 8-point jam there for the Undead. 10-point lead now. Check in with the Twitch chat. Chris Cross saying
Chris Cross will make a jump.
Yep. And they want to let them know they're sick defense, y'all.
That is
Sick defense.
sick defense.
Jay Jonesford also says, "Go Birds!
Go Barks.
Go Birds!"
Oh, look at that. Shaggy out front and lead. Frank Shred hot clear on the initial, looking to score some points as well. Shacky goes around the outside, takes the derby kiss to the outside, so call it. Not before picking up 2 points.
97-85. Team timeout, Philadelphia. This team timeout brought to you by
Tuck
Tape.
Tuck tape. Quack, quack.
Duck brand red duct tape.
Is it red duck brand tape?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just
I think it's the temperature of the floor. That's what it
the
is.
temperature of the floor, the texture,
The porosity of the paint.
the porosity. Porosity.
Johnny Pepper's just making up words.
I said to Pinky earlier, I wonder if sodaing the floor would help at all. And you know what it would do? It would sell a lot of wheels over
Yes.
at Rage Parade Skate Shop.
Yes, it would. Or some more bearings at least.
Yep, for sure.
They got a bearing press over there. If you need to press your bearings, get on over there.
I'm impressed.
Yes. Me too. Now you're making Melissa laugh.
I think we're getting some incredible dance moves there from Nitro ahead of the Pittsburgh Stream Team.
I think the kid's calling, but I'm not going to answer the phone while I'm talking on TV. I love you, grandbaby.
Check out those graphics on that Pittsburgh Stream
It's,
Team.
they know. I guarantee you it's on TV at my house. Oh, let's call Dad and interrupt him.
He's not doing anything right now.
Yeah, he's not talking. It's a timeout. Let's let him. The baby's up. Check it out. Yes, Harley. Papa misses you. I'll see you on Monday afternoon. See, I was right.
That rolling whistle means the restart of Derby. We've got Zora and someone. My view is blocked.
Someone.
Oh, it's Euler.
It's Euler.
Hi, Euler. Oh, Euler.
Oh.
Inside line.
Euler just looked to the inside and there was nothing there. That lead jammer status, Euler.
He parted the Undead Sea.
I dig it. I dig it. I'm here for that.
Zora also cleared contested Euler. Euler's forced. The call off was forced, but Euler picks up one point. One whittle point.
That was 1 point.
One?
Yeah,
1 point.
that was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Did-
You're 1 point right now, Johnny.
I did a tournament. It's about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and there was a whole team named the One, and they all had one in their name. It was pretty cool. Moving right along, Bugsy wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Sneaky Spice, jammer a record for Philadelphia. Sneaky Spice taking a break from that awesome defense that they've been playing all day.
Undead needs to look out because Sneaky is very, very sneaky. So
Sneaky Spice in pursuit. Bugsy hits that wall of white in the front of the pack and calls it off.
I'm not sure if that was fast enough. 1 point.
1 point for everybody.
All right. 98-87, 11 points lead for.
That's almost one of those things. It's 2 points away from being one of those things.
I don't know what you mean. It's very descriptive.
Those things.
Frank Shred with an own record lining up for Jam 19. Jam 19 with 8 minutes remaining. We have seen quite a few jams this half, huh?
Yes, we have. I'm hoping we get one extra.
I know. It's very possible.
You know, Frank's trying to help us out.
Yep. Oh, Frank saw an outside line and took it. That's good for 4. Star pass.
We got a star pass. That is Hurricane Heather wearing the star for Pittsburgh Undead.
Yeah, Frank trying to hold Heather off, not able to get Heather knocked out, so Frank elects to call it. 4-point jam there for Frank Shred Hot and the Hooligans.
7 points separating these two teams. I'm anticipating an official timeout before this next jam starts.
Oh, yeah. We got to.
I can see the jam line sticking up from where I'm at.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Announcer's curse, Johnny.
That's why I said it.
Juke Hartz and Shaggy are joining us here in jam number 20. Oh, Juke hits the tall tripod.
The tall tripod.
And they are not able to get past him. That the Undead blockers, this particular pack of the Undead is crazy to watch. They are all over the Hooligan offense. Meanwhile, Shaggy bridging out the Hooligans and stretches them past far enough to grab a lead. Shaggy's good for points. Here he comes.
That was a rather large bridge because that pack was spread out quite a bit. We got a down skater. We'll be back in just a few.
That's loud. That's good. Power. Believe that's Scarlet headed to the medics. They have removed their skates though, so they're going to get a check out. Thank you. Again, we cannot do Derby without our medics and EMTs, so a big thank you to our medical staff here at Dawn of the Derby.
Some official love to all our medics.
You did call it right though, Johnny. Our track crew did take that opportunity to address the jam line, and it does look nice and flat and level.
It does look flat now. I was looking at the backside of it, saying, I guarantee they're going to fix it, and they didn't. So,
shout out to our track crew for staying on
yes,
top
absolutely.
the entire day. They have been up against quite the opposition here on this track.
And I guarantee if you talk to skaters, they're going to say, yep, that's another obstacle out there we had to overcome today.
Does look like Zero has approached the center, and our officials are conferring about the previous jam. I'm sure Zero will check in with us shortly. Our team's all ready to go out on the line. We'll see what comes of this.
I'm curious as to whether they got a discount on those boots.
Twitch chat checking in. Sissy's biggest fan says that they're just here for Maiko's rat tail. McRib shot says they're here for the towel whip.
The towel whip. Everybody wants to see a towel whip.
Crisscross talking about Maiko. It says that's where the talent is stored, in the braid.
And you wonder why I fly across the world to do this. There's some discussions going on right now.
Yeah, Zero talking to Juke. Now, Juke was the initial skater down there in turn 2. That ultimately led to Scarlet going down. Zero head back to the middle.
Hey, we've got dinner. I just was handed a menu. We got pulled pork sandwich, macaroni and cheese, gluten, vegan-free macaroni and cheese. We got coleslaw, cornbread, gluten-free cornbread, and a vegetable tray. Get on over there and procure you some munchies right now. I think I'm going to go have some here in a little bit, too.
Definitely looking for some cornbread and
Some
cheese.
Yes.
Zora and
That sounds like a meal.
Yep, I'm down for it. Uller grabs lead right out of the gates. Uller's got some points to make up, but Zora's going to contest him.
Exactly what Philadelphia needed.
Uller picks up 3 points and calls the jam, taking them up to 94. 4-point game, Johnny.
4 points separating these two teams, and that's just a one scoring pass.
It is a race to the century mark right now.
Who's going to fill their bucket first?
If you're at home playing along, start breaking out the quarters. Take a wager. Wager your friends a drink. Bugsy and Frank Shredhot are jamming in jam number 22 with 5 minutes remaining in the half. This time it's Bugsy out with lead for the Undead.
Frank Shredhot escaped the plate, but called for a back block. That is a power jam for Bugsy.
That's another back block.
Not what Philly needed.
2 back blocks in a row.
Fuck, ticking down 440.
Almost weaved all the way through there, Bugsy, but he just barely knocked the outside on a spin move. We're going to reset and try it again. Good this time, though, through for 4. Up to 8 points for this jam. Oh! Same verse, different verse, same as the first. Goodness gracious. Bugsy hit the pack, found Nurse Ratchet again, and got spun out and recycled.
That was not a shirt whip.
That was a towel whip.
Towel whip.
Towel whip.
The towel shirt whip. That was a big hit for Misery Machine, though.
Yeah, Pitbull, those are going to head to the box. Illegal contact. Bugsy putting up 14 points there for the Undead.
Oh my!
I believe is that the highest scoring jam?
I don't know. I don't have a producer sheet here.
Taking them up to 112 over the century mark. That is the biggest lead we've seen so far today for sure. It is an 18-point lead between these two teams. With 3 minutes remaining, this is what the Undead needed. Sneaky Spice out on the track up against Ohmwrecker.
Ohmwrecker takes a hit to the outside, forced to recycle.
Yeah, Ohmwrecker is lead, but is recycled from the back of the pack. Sneaky Spice out in front, but is not the lead jammer.
And that jam's going to be called.
Yeah, Omi made the right choice of calling it without being able to get out there and score
Yeah.
points before.
Sneaky was getting some speed up.
She was getting ready to sneak right on Paya. That's what she does best. Uller and Zora at it again. Jam number 24. We'll start with just about 2:15 remaining.
You are correct. Uller to the inside, nothing there. Goes around the outside, but nothing but that line.
Oh, Zora picks up a track cut penalty. That was Nurse Ratchet that recycled her. She didn't notice it. Re-entered in front of him and is going to sit for 30. Uller still needs to clear to pick up lead.
I'll tell you, if you got to make a custom jersey, that's one way to do it.
Courtesy of the Hampton Inn. Uller through with lead for the Hooligans. It's going to come around for his first scoring trip. Ooh, outside line ride on 1 foot. Sneaks by the Undead for 4. Zora with the star stash clears her initial.
That jam's going to get called, but the clock's ticking down. Under a minute left to go in this contest. 5 points awarded in that jam, bringing Philadelphia up to 99.
Oh my gosh, it's a 13-point game, folks. Timeout called on the Philadelphia side. Anything can happen. More shout-outs from the Twitch chat.
Thanks for tuning in on the Twitch chat.
Timeout, Philadelphia Hooligans.
Mick Ribshot wants to know that no one's cooler than their pal Uller. They also want everybody to know that Sneaky Spice is capable of eating 15 hot dogs with buns.
Oh, wow.
Big hot dog fan out there from Sneaky Spice. I imagine that she would enjoy a Phillies game then, especially on hot dog day.
Phillies.
It's also significant to let them know that those buns are spelled with a Z, B-U-N-Z.
Hear you. I'm looking at this menu that's just handed to me. The pulled pork sandwiches and the mac and cheese and the cornbread. Get on out there and get you some.
Is that you sighing with anticipation, or is that the crowd
That
screaming?
is the sighing with anticipation.
Thought it might be the crowd screaming for the barbecue.
Yes.
Jam number 25, Frank Shred Hot and Shaggy on the line.
I know what them Twitch people want. They want a 13-point jam for Philadelphia right now.
They sure do. I think that's what Johnny Pepper wants too. But it's going to be
Shaggy has other ideals.
the Pittsburgh bench goes nuts. Shirts are off.
Yes.
Oh, big hit out there by Mike O.
Yeah, this place is about to erupt into euphoria.
I'm familiar with that show.
I've watched it a time or two. Clock ticking down, under 10 seconds left to go in the period.
Shaggy threw for 4.
Shaggy's got an eye on the clock.
And there it is. Shaggy calls the game.
Unofficial score, 116-99.
Does look like Frank managed to pick up a few more points there. Philadelphia Hooligans do make it over the century mark.
Yay, they filled their bucket.
Final score, Philadelphia Hooligans 101, Pittsburgh Undead 116.
To 101. To 101.
That's right. Hooligans are going to take their, the Pittsburgh Undead are going to take their victory lap, followed by the Hooligans. Be sure to stick with us right here on the stream. Our next game coming up is Race City versus the Misfits. Join us right back here with you.
I think I get to work that game.
I think you
I
do too.
gotta work one more before I can have my pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah, but for the Undead and the Hooligans, I've been Discussions.
I'm Johnny Pepper.
We'll see you here real soon.
Peace, love, roller derby.